Welcome back, everyone. All right, the government shutdown is now into its 10th day, impacting all kinds of services, but of course impacting air travel as well. So taking a live look right now at Atlanta's airport, the busiest in the world, Hartsfield-Jackson, and our Tyler Fingard is out there live for us this morning to fill us in on what's happening, if we're seeing any of those impacts here at home. Tyler, good morning.
Elise, good morning to you. The TSA here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport will be put to the test today. That's because officials say they could potentially have a record-breaking day with the number of passengers going through ATL checkpoints. Take a look right now. There does appear to be a lull, so the line isn't too bad. People are speeding through the security checkpoints at this hour, but I was told this morning it was a lot worse, that screeners were able to move through the backlog quickly. The TSA says it expects to screen about 114,000 passengers before midnight, which could surpass the previous record set back in May when officers screened 114,113 passengers at ATL. The big crowds are expected because of fall break and Monday's holiday. This airport is no stranger to busy travel periods, so why is this news today? The reason we're here is because the government is shut down, so these TSA officers are working with no idea when they'll get their next paycheck. From my understanding, sick calls are not impacting operations or screening, and for now, things are going well. These TSA officers are dealing with the stress of not knowing when they'll get paid next, while dealing with the stress of potentially screening a record number of passengers, at least. I spoke to several travelers today who tell me they planned ahead and got here early just in case. Take a listen to what they told us.
We got here pretty early. My flight doesn't depart for another 2 hours, so we were a little worried. We heard about the shutdown. We knew the TSA workers were being overworked and that it would probably be stressful, but the airport looks pretty empty right now. Friday in Atlanta, it's normally buzzing, but right now it's not so bad.
Super appreciative, because without them, we couldn't get through the airport and we couldn't get where we need to go. So I'm super grateful for them that's still showing up, even though they have a reason not to.
And again, all of this is happening during the government shutdown, day 10. These TSA officers not being paid, but expecting a potentially record number of passengers to go through the checkpoints today. So far, according to the TSA, more than 35,000 passengers have already gone through the checkpoint, which means they're still expecting, another 75 to 80,000 more passengers throughout the day. This afternoon is expected to have another big rush as people head out for the weekend. We know the different school districts in our area, depending what school district you're in, depends when your fall break is, so that's obviously going to impact people heading out later on this afternoon to be able to enjoy the week off, or different school districts, obviously that different time frame. Obviously some good news that the lines aren't that bad here, but again, they are expecting a record number of people, or potentially record number of people, to surpass these checkpoints. If not a record number, almost close to that record, and this is happening right in the middle of this government shutdown. It's not just the TSA who are working potentially without pay, it's also the air traffic controllers. As I reported the other day, at this point, it's not really impacting the Atlanta Hartsfield Tower or most of the other facilities in the Atlanta area, but we know that Newark, Dallas, Denver, some of the other airports are certainly feeling those effects. So some of these passengers might be getting on planes that could end up being delayed because another airport doesn't have the staff in the tower at air traffic control to be able to handle all of these people. At least it's obviously going to have a ripple effect. Good news is, besides this weekend, October is not the busiest travel period, but obviously if this government shutdown continues, we could see a Thanksgiving or a Christmas if this thing goes on for more than a month or two.
Yeah, my goodness, we certainly hope that it does not. But Tyler, it's good to see things moving smoothly behind you, and folks being able to get to their gates and their destinations despite the government shutdown. So Tyler, thank you so much for the live look there at Hartsfield-Jackson. We certainly appreciate you.